of yesteryear. And here we are approaching the middle of the month of Av. Here on the 14th of Av happens to be the Hilula of a great Moroccan rabbi, Rabbi Mordechai Berdugo Z'tl Livracha. He was actually born in English year 1715, and he passed away on Yud Daled Av in the year Hey Taf Kuf Chaf Bet. He was 47 years of age. That was naturally in English the 1762, in that specific year. So we're talking about more than 260 years ago from time of recording. He had nicknamed the Hamar Bit. He was a really great rabbi. He became a Rosh Yeshiva, a Darshan, a judge, a Parshan. He would also be a Shliach Tzibur, a Chazan also, and read the Kriyat Torah, and was part of the great Talmudic galaxy from the city of מקנס in Morocco, and wrote many great Torah books. So let's explore the life of the great rabbi himself. He was born in the year 1751. He came from great heritage. His father was Rabbi Yosef. I believe he was a grandson also of another great rabbi, Rabbi Moshe Berdugo Hakadmon. Very great rabbi, I believe we've spoken about before. His grandfather was a head, let's just say, of the family of the Berdugo rabbinic dynasty. I believe his brother's name was Rabbi Yehuda Berdugo, who was actually the author of the book, the Mayim Amokim, a great Torah, colossal work over there. And it's actually interesting. I believe while he was young, he studied, he was in the city of Meknes, in the Beit Midrash he was learning over there. I think of his cousins, who happened to be the Din, also, Rabbi Moshe Berdugo. And it's very interesting. It was a yeshiva, great yeshiva at the time of Meknes, which had the great Talmud Chachamim of the country, of the incredible country of Morocco itself, respectively. And he was learning at a young age. He was arguably the star student in a very, very top yeshiva over there. And it's actually interesting. He had great Rabbanim also. He used to debate among Torah matters with many of the great rabbis over there. He actually stood out from many of the students over there because of his greatness. It's actually interesting. We can also say that he was able to, the pilpul level of his Torah learning was absolutely incredible. The Chidushim he came out with, many of it was printed at a later stage. He was a Rosh Mashmir, the Torat Hamarbit. It was. And it's actually interesting. He actually followed many of the great rabbis over there also. He actually, I believe, he would actually go on and he would get married to his wife shortly afterwards. His wife's name was Bleda. She happened to be the third daughter of his rabbi. His rabbi, very much he was able to learn from in the top Torah level. So her name was Rabbanit Bleda. She was the third daughter. Unfortunately, after his rabbi passed away at that stage in time, he actually inherited the place as a rabbi of the city in his place, and he also was reported over. He worked also as a butcher part-time because many people in those great cities, they had trades at the time. So he was actually working as a shochet at the time, as we call it, someone that will shecht meat, in regards to the top level of kashrut also. And he was appointed the Dayan in the year Hey Taf Kufbet. I think he was working along with other great rabbanim, including Rabbi Yaakov Toledano, the Maharitz, respectively, and I think his brother, Rabbi Chaim Toledano, also, who was, and the amount of Paskei Din that they were doing was absolutely incredible. There was also another great rabbi they were working around among their generation. It was Rabbi Yaakov Eben Tzur, who happened to be a great rabbi, Posek, a Kabbalist, a Darshan, also, and Av Bet Din, also respectively, over there in the middle of the 1700s, and which is very, very interesting. I believe his first wife passed away in the year Hey Taf Kuf Zayin, and Hacham Mordechai Berdugo would get married the second time, I believe, to the fourth daughter of his rabbi, Raina. I hope I pronounce her name correctly. I think her husband passed away, Rabbi Yechia Lacharaya, who was also happened to be a great rabbi. Rabbi Berdugo, passed away on Yud Daled Av in the year Hey Taf Kuf Chavbet. Naturally, that's 1762. And I believe the great rabbi that took his place at the time was Rabbi David Chassin, who we're going to talk about later on. He actually wrote a book of lamentations in memory of the great Rabbi Berdugo, whose Hilula it is today. It was, we actually related over, I believe, various videos within regards to the different Rabbi Berdugos. I think we covered one on Rabbi Raphael Berdugo, Rabbi Yoshua Berdugo, and many of the great Rabbanim. Also, his son-in-law, who we just mentioned, Rabbi David Hossein, was actually also a famous poet, so hence he wrote the Lamentations also. And he actually left behind many, many great Torah subjects, Torah innovations, we could say, Torah books, colossal books, which we are going to explore in a minute. He had great descendants also. Let's explore some of the great descendants, just of a few. There was many, many different descendants, including Rabbi Yekutiel Berdugo, who happened to be his son. I think his firstborn son, actually, from his first wife also, and he become the rabbi of the city itself, respectively, at a later stage, and also an Av Bet Din. Also, Rabbi Raphael Berdugo, probably one of the most famous rabbis from Morocco over the last few hundred years. He himself had the nickname Hamalach Raphael. He was a great poskim, part of the great poskim of Morocco. He was a darshan, also a kabbalist, also, and was very much a great rabbi over there. Also, there was also, I believe, his daughter from his first wife actually got married to the famous rabbi who we just mentioned, Rabbi David ben Chassin, who actually happened to be also one of the great rabbis of Morocco, respectively itself, and was the author of many different great books over there also. And I believe that from his second wife, they had another great daughter, Bleda, who we mentioned before. She got married to Rabbi Yehuda Berdugo, also, who I believe was like some sort of relative. I'm not too sure how distant it was. So he wrote many great books, including the Shut Divrei Mordechai, which was Sheilot and Shivot, questions and answers, on the 4 Chalakim of the Shulchan Aruch, respectively. There was a book on the Takanot. There was also Chidushim ala Shas, also, which was, I think, separated into 3 different books. Also, the Torah Marbit, and that came out, I think, from the book, from the publishers of Abbat Shalom in the year Hey Taf Shin Ayin Zayin. There was also Dorosh Tov, which was on various drashot, which was a Ktav Yad. Also, then there was a Parshat Mordechai, which was Drushim, and Hespedim, also, if I'm not mistaken. There was a Mishnah LeMelech, which was a Perush on the book of Mishlei, the book of Proverbs, also a Ktav Yad. There was a Perush LeMesachet Avot, which actually, naturally, Mesachet Avot, it's from the Pirkei Avot, the ethics of the fathers. Also, we can also translate in English. And there was the Tzorech HaKesef, Tzaror HaKesef, or I'm not mistaken, Tzaror Hamor, which is Perushim on the book of Tehillim, the Psalms, and Perushim ala Mikre, that was also a Ktav Yad. So he passed away in the year, as we stated before, 1762, one of the great rabbis, one of the great Dayans, one of the great Rosh Yeshivot of Morocco, respectively. Yud Dalet Av Isisilule passed away. He was only about 47 years of age. We've related over various videos on the great rabbis from Meknes in Morocco. He very much was one of the great rabbis there. And please don't forget to light candles in his memory. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've already covered more than 320 great rabbanim of the SCA. Maybe we're going to hopefully cover many more. Like the video, share it, and be well. Wishing you a great day.